Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to configure and customize the Puffish skills mod so that you can have cool skill designs like these. So we'll hop right into it. By the way, I'm not sure how much it matters here, but I am using the 1.19 version, and if you don't know what pufferfishskills mod is, then it's a pretty cool thing. It lets you level up using a customizable experience gaining system in a JSON file format. The cool thing about this is that the values are all Minecraft attribute based, which means Forge and other modded attributes will work here as well. If you already know about Minecraft attributes, feel free to skip ahead to the next section. I'm just going to explain it real quick. Now, I am using the NBT autocomplete mod to help out a little bit, which helps show more options when typing commands, but you can just follow along if you don't have it. First off, we'll type in /attribute at self and space. And here will come up a lot of entries, which for me will happen here because I have a lot of mods installed that will add to these. But what you'll usually see is the Forge attributes, as well as the Minecraft attributes right here, and Puffish skills attributes, of course. For example, if I wanted to, let's say, have a longer reach distance, I could set that here. The default for Forge reach distance base get is 4.5. We can set it to, let's say, 200 or 2000 is even better. So we can reach however far we want, place blocks however far we want, because it's 2000 blocks, so I can even reach over there if I wanted to. So that's what attributes basically do. So let's go ahead and incorporate this reach value into a Puffish skill that we can level up and use. I should note that I also will be showing how to edit already existing values and sections later in the video, but I figured learning how it all works from the ground up will help you understand the file structures and to get it from the get-go and how they're actually made. So we're going to be making our own section as well as our own skill. First, we'll navigate to the Puffish skills file folder in your config files. If you don't know how to get there, there's an easy way to go by going to options, resource packs, open pack folder, and it'll pop the screen up. You can just go back one if you're in CurseForge anyways. It's above resource packs, go into config and puff, type in the top, and it's right here. So we're going to go to this config.json to start. I am using Visual Studio Code because it's got a lot of plugins that help visualize your lines if they're right, but any text file editor works, like Notepad. This is where we'll be adding a new section to our Puffish skills window. So here I've already added a section called Arcane, but we'll be adding Reach. Save that. We can minimize that. And then we're going to go into our categories folder, and we're going to be making a new folder called Reach. It's the same, it has to be the same name that we typed here for it to find it. What you can do, what I've done, and what you can do as well, is go into your mining section or your combat section and copy and paste these into here. And we'll be using this as reference, and we'll be able to edit them to fit our new skill. So first, let's go into the category file, and you'll see a title icon and background. The title being title, the icon being icon. You see at the top of the screen when you press K, which is this icon, and the background being the background of the skill itself. First, we'll name the title Reach, right? Because it's Reach. And we can use any item from any mod, as long as you use the namespace of the mod ID. And to find out the name that you type into here, right, where it says item, you can press F3 and H to show tooltips. And this will show the advanced information of each item. So we'll be using this crystal hand, which is the abyss, :crystal_hand. So we'll do this, the abyss, :crystal hand. So next up, we'll define the path we want our background to be from. For this, I'm going to be using a custom PNG which is 16 by 16, which is the default for background textures. You can use an already built-in texture if you want by leaving it default, as long as it's in the default Minecraft resource pack folder. Then it can be used, and don't worry if you don't understand how to make resource packs, that's fine. I'll have all these files as well as the resource pack in the description or the top comment for download, and you can add these folders into your Minecraft directory. But it should work on any version, I believe. Okay, so for this, we're going to be doing source stone blue is what it is, because it will be textures, GUI, advancements, backgrounds, source stone blue.png. So we'll save that. Okay, so now we're going to be skipping connections and skills for now, because we'll need the online web editor for that, which I'll have in the description or in a pinned comment. So let's go into Experience. Now there are different ways to level up with this mod. The first couple I know of are killing things and mining certain blocks. For now, we'll be using mining experience for our reach, but if you'd like the experience to be from killing mobs, luckily the mod creator has defined a unique system to track mob killing. So all you need to do is copy and paste from the combat section, right? Copy this file, experience, into your reach folder, overwrite this file, and this section right here is pretty defined. I mean, it's a pretty solid concept. She's got, you know, the whole expression thing going on, so I won't question it. So for mining experience, she's defined these values as a flat gain rate. This is going to be a JSON heavy thing, so just follow along and you hopefully won't get lost. But first you'll see a bunch of numbers. Each of these values define how much XP you will need to gain to get to the next level. So for example, let's say I clear all this out and want 50 experience to be needed each level without any increase. We'll just leave it like this. If we want 50 to be the first level experience you need to gain, and then 100 the next level, so you can keep doing this, you know, level 3s 150, level 4 200. You can set it to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be 50 increments, but for now we'll leave this at 50 and 100. Okay, so next section we want to, for example, add a block that will give us experience. So she's in this mining section, since we've copied it over, is already defined blocks that you can mine to gain experience. You can delete everything within these brackets right here if you don't want them in there, but we're going to be expanding this just one. And we're going to be using this tag section. We'll be adding logs. Let's copy one of the sections that have data tags in it. Since we'll want all the logs to be added, we'll add in a block tag that every log has, in which case will be Minecraft logs that burn. If you go into here, type in log, every single log, if you see, has logs that burn. All right, so it's an easy way to do it. You could specify a specific block. That could be a modded item. You just have to put the namespace the same as the other section in the initial categories section, just like this format in the parentheses. In this case, this Minecraft Deep Slate. You can use any item, basically. And the type has to say block or block in type in data. But for this case, we're just going to be using block tag, right? So we'll name this whatever you want. Logs that burn is what we'll name it, and we'll be copying and pasting this into here. And you don't have to put Minecraft : it's only if you have a modded item that you have to put it into here, but we'll keep it like that. So then scrolling down here, we're going to copy this because we're going to need it. We're going to be, actually no, we have to copy this anyway, so we'll copy this section. This is the experience where we define how much experience each entry makes when you mine it. So we'll add a new section following the format. We'll copy and paste another section, and we can get rid of this silk touch right here. She put that there just so you can't cheese the system, and we can actually backspace all the way to these parentheses, and we can go back up to our name, logs that burn, right? We added the section before. We add logs that burn right here, and the experience we can set to, for this example, 25 is a good point. Keep it low. We'll save that. So now let's go into definitions. Okay, so moving on to definitions.json, let's open it up. So this looks complicated, but it's not really. We're going to be changing these values out. So we'll be using the fortune +1 and the mining speed +3% because that's what we copied into our reach file. We're going to be actually copying this section down to here, down to the second to last one, copy, and then click there, comma, enter, paste, right? So you have two sections, one to edit and one to keep because we need this for later. And you can delete it afterwards after the text editor, but open the text editor up without issues. For this example's sake, we're going to be keeping it. So this looks complicated, but it's not really. We're going to be changing these values out, changing this to root underscore reach. And it doesn't matter what this is called, this name right here. It can be whatever you want. I'm just going to be naming it root reach because this is going to be our root value, which is this. Basically is a root, meaning that you have paths to go down. If you click here, let me give, so puffishskills, let's go points, add, Leopu, mining, 100, let's say. Let's go back into here. So if we go into here, once we click on the root, all the other roots will be non-available. You won't be able to click on them. I've connected these so that you'd have the ability to get over here, but it'll take longer and you'll be able to specialize in a certain section. Okay, so for root reach, we're going to be changing this name to we're going to say +1 reach, right? Because this is the title, which is this. When you hover over a skill, it'll say the title. So +1 reach is what it's going to say. Icon can be an item or an effect. Just make sure to change the type to effect, data to effect, or type to item and data to item. These names right here, right? Make sure they match. Anyways, we're going to be using an item. I don't know, Minecraft dandelion. So why not? First thing I thought of. So rewards, it will be the attribute. It's going to be an attribute reward. So if we go back down here, attribute, at self, forge, we wanted forge reach distance. So we'll copy this. So we paste that into here. Operation is either addition or multiply base, right? So addition, it's pretty obvious. You know, you add the value specified here as a reward to this section. Right now it's 2000, but if we were to level up with that, it'd be 2001, basically. And the same goes for multiply base. It's a little different. Multiply base, she set it so that this 0.3 is 3%, instead of multiplying it, you know, usually if it was 5.5 multiply base, you would think it would multiply it by half, or like divide by 2. And that's not the case here. What we want to do here is keep it addition, and we're gonna rename this one reach. This one is gonna be plus 0.5 reach, right? So this one is lesser. This initial reach is +1. This one will be plus 0.5. So we could do an effect, but we'll do an item in this case, another item. This one is going to be the abyss, crystal hand. We're just going to be doing this again. And then we can copy and paste this section over because it's still reach. You can do whatever you want. But for this one, we'll do reach and then addition, right? So we'll be adding actually, no, this should be 0.5, right? So we'll be adding half a value to our reach. Now you do have the option to run it as a command, as in the reward being a command. And I've copied it from the wiki page. She's had it right here for us. And you want to put it right here, right in the rewards brackets, right? Right under this, you want to put a comma and paste it in. So this we will do, I don't know, let's say congratulations on your first level. All right. Okay, so next we're going to be going into the puffish.net skills editor, and I'll have this link in the description for you. So what we need to do is we need to import our definitions, our skills, and our connections. And if you are having trouble finding this file path, you just click up here and copy this and paste it into here, and you should be in here. So first one's going to be definitions. So let's open that up. Skills right there, and connections. So what you'll be seeing is this is usually what you'll see. We're going to be deleting this. You can use this if you want to change these icons. You first select what you want to change it to over here, then you right click the point, any point you want. To delete it, you just click it again. If it's the same point over here, it'll delete. But I'm going to be deleting all this for this example video, and I'm going to skip through this because I'm sure nobody wants to see this. Alright, so I've cleared it out. What I'll be showing you next is how to make a design. So you right click on here. Actually, first I should show you that you can change this. Let's make it 50. This is how big the circle is, and this is the count of how many points there are within this 50 size radius. We'll make it 10, for example. And here I will attempt to make a hand for our skill design. For this, we want root reach to start out. So we'll make this root reach by right clicking, and all the instructions are here if you need them. To make this a root value, you have to double middle click to make it a circle. That will make it into the root, basically, root value. So now we will only need one root reach, and now we'll do normal reach over here, I don't know, there. It's gonna be a pathetic hand, but you know, we'll try. And then here, yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. To make connections, you middle click and then middle click again to connect 2 points. So it's pretty intuitive to do that. Yeah, this is a pathetic hand, but you know what? That's gonna work for this example. You can create, you know, big designs, cool designs like Skyrim style stuff, which I was going for in here. I was going for the Skyrim looking deal. But for this, we will be able to export. So we're going to export all 3 of these sections. So export, export, export. And you'll find them in your download file. So we'll copy these into here, our file. Yes, we want to replace them. So now if we've done everything right, we should be able to, we should go into our resource packs and enable the pufferfishskills If you're using a, you know, a custom background, make sure you have that resource pack enabled. Otherwise, you don't need a resource pack if it's a default texture. Okay. And then we do /reload. I've skipped ahead because it takes a while for this pack to reload. Okay, so now that it's reloaded, we should be able to see, yep, we see our reach, and this is my attempt at a hand, but we have the background as the blue source stone, and we have our source, our root point, which is a dandelion. Since we set it to gain XP with logs, we'll go into, I don't know, we'll go into river sapling. Actually, no, let's go dark oak sapling. And bone meal. Let's grab some bone meal. And set our thing to survival. Actually, I have to give myself iron axe. Because world edit. Should gain experience from mining logs. So, yep, we're gaining levels. And if we press K, go to reach, we have 3 points. So we can click here. We have the command set to say congratulations on your first level. Fantastic. Okay, so then we can just level up as we please, you know. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you're new, you're obviously new because this is a new channel that I've made, and I plan on doing more things like this in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of cool designs coming from people. This is a really cool mod. I think it's a really potential-filled mod. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.